Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to the channel for more Destiny 2 news and intel. Today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned, as well as Trials of Osiris. So I'm going to give you a rundown on those two things, as well as all the other farms, glitches, cheeses that you can use heading into the weekend if you haven't had a chance to play very much this week. Remember, this is the last weekend of Guardian Games. Unfortunately, no Sinister to hang out with me in the tower. This weekend, he's feeling a bit under the weather. So, big shout out to my buddy Sin. Hopefully he feels better over the weekend to maybe play some trials. So leave a hashtag Sinister down below for another entry into the next giveaway, as well as like, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I'll give you another entry into the next giveaway. On this channel, we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And remember, when we reach 100,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a new console or a video card if you play on PC. You can also stick around till the end of the video for the other secret hashtags. So for this weekend, we finally have exotic class items back again for sale and for farming from XUR. It's been, I think, at least 3 weeks since the last time they were available, maybe even longer than that. But of course, these can be obtained by farming out strange coins, and you can buy as many as you want. So infinite rolls, so long as you have enough strange coins. The best way to farm strange coins is still to make sure that you have the XUR buff over under the More Strange Offers page. Make sure you have this. The more you can stack it over the course of 3 weekends. Just doing a normal Devil's Lair strike from the selectable screen will count, and you can do them in sub 3 minutes if you're really cooking. While we're here on the More Strange Offers page, we have Ascendant Alloy for 23 strange coins. We have Enhancement Cores for 7 strange coins. We have 7 Enhancement Cores. We have 17 Enhancement Cores as well for 23 strange coins. 19,000 Glimmer for 5 strange coins. 50,000 Glimmer for 7 strange coins. And then we have the Vanguard Engrams. You can get 3 for 23 strange coins, as well as our strange gift offers for 1 strange coins apiece. And then back over, if you didn't see them already, we have the Mida Multitool Catalyst, which I don't know exactly how it plays in PvP at the moment, but it used to be one of the best. I think scout rifles, maybe ones like this, they do have a lot of auto aim, might still be reasonable. We have the 4th Horseman Catalyst. We have the Foe Tracer helmet with a 68 roll for the Hunter class. Very high in strength, though maybe not a bad roll all around. 68 is very high. We have the Atius Wards for the Titan class with a 67 roll. I would actually really suggest, if this is an exotic you're looking for, this is a very good roll. Decent in resilience, recovery, and discipline. Maybe a little low in strength, but still at 67 could be built into intellect and strength if that's something you're looking for. And then we have the transverse steps for the Warlock class with a 68 roll as well. Very high in resilience. I would definitely pick these up if you're looking for a good pair of transversive steps. Resilience is never a bad thing, and with discipline and intellect sort of being the second tier ones in this particular role, I would say definitely pick it up if you don't have it. Let me know if there's any particular meta that you guys have been running down below in the comments section. We'll also give you an entry into the next giveaway. Is anything I might have mispronounced in this video or as we go along, of course, as always. But be interested to hear your thoughts down below about whether or not any of these exotics are really in your wheelhouse at the moment. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be farming for the exotic class items, though. Remember, over on our second page, we also have our exotic cipher quest, if you're looking to turn any of these into essentially a piece of artifice armor, or at least give it an extra stat boost for the time being. And then over on our strange gear offers page, we have our Hawk Moon with moving target, as well as heavy grip. We have a Cerberus +1. We have the Wave Splitter, and we have the Thunderlord. Now, of these, I think they're all actually pretty good. But I know Wave Splitter has some very interesting roles going on now with the current artifact perks being heavily favored for trace rifles, so maybe consider picking this up. I don't know a specific build, but of course please leave one that you might be running or can think of down in the comment section down below. Always interested to hear. And the Thunderlord is always the go-to exotic for just if you don't know what DPS to use for a boss, or if you don't know what to run for ad clear, it's just kind of always been that weapon where it's good at both of those things. It'll never be the best at any of those things. Well, sometimes I guess it is, but generally it's going to be very decent and is kind of a go-to just for safety. For legendary weapons, we have a Friction Fire with auto-loading holster and unrelenting. We have a Blood Feud submachine gun with pugilist, well-rounded, and right hook. It's deep sight activation weapon, so it can be crafted. We have a Death Adder with hipfire grip and disruption break. We have a Statocastic variable, hopefully I said that correctly, with Killing Wind and Wellspring. We have the 7th Seraph Saw with field prep and mulligan. We have a Corsair's Wrath with pulse monitor and kill clip, and then we have the Eternity's Edge for the Warlock, though it is essentially for every class now. You just have to pick it up on a Warlock, I guess, with Infinite Guard, Thresh, and Assassin's Blade. Also, let me know if you are running a Hunter or a Titan, what roles were available or you could see from XUR for the sword. Be interested in the comments section down below. We have the Righteous armor set for the, well, all three classes for our legendary armor set this week. We have nothing too great on the Warlock as far as rolls go, but in the low 60s. Hadn't had a chance to actually look at the Hunter and Titan at the time of recording this, if you're watching, but I believe they're all probably going to be in the low 60s this week. If there's any standout, also please let me know in the comments section down below. Of course, any of those comments will give you another entry into the next giveaway for this video, and that is going to cover all the information regarding XUR this weekend. We're now going to make our way over to St. 14 for the trials info, as well as stop off at Banshee 44 and just take a look at what the daily rolls on the weapons there are. Remember, occasionally Banshee will just bring a fully enhanceable weapon right out of the box, so it's always good to look. I don't believe there are any this weekend, though there are a few craftable, I believe. With the Hollowed Words, we have the Enigma Sail Spy Pitch Glass, another Seventh Seraph Saw, excuse me, and then a Bad Omens rocket launcher. Hollow Denial. Hollow Denial I was suggesting actually last week because it was also available, but it can also be crafted, and it's a very good, this is a decent roll, but it's very good when crafted. Nothing else really stand out. Can craft the Sail Spy Pitch Glass. Hollowed Words might not be too bad for PvP. Remember, this is the last weekend of Guardian games, so if you're looking to finish up anything regarding Guardian games, I would suggest doing it while you can. It's still a very good farm for materials, even if you're not planning on winning. But over at Tess, down on the last page, we have the Class of Its Own Vex Mythoclass ornament, which is, in my opinion, a really cool ornament. So it's also fortunate that this week we have the Vault of Glass as one of the featured raids, so you can farm out the Vex Mythoclass as many times as you want on one character, and then maybe buy the ornament to go with it. We also have the Crota's End raid as the featured raid, the other featured raid, as well as the Node over, I can't remember the name of this, but the one for, I believe it's the Glaive, if I'm not mistaken. Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Node Overlord, I believe it was the name. Let me know the name of that in the comment section down below. I totally forget. Also over at Commander Zavala. This week's featured weapon was the Slammer and the Adept version, if you can complete the GM Nightfall. Actually not as difficult a Nightfall as I thought it was, but if you're looking for any solo methods, you can of course look at my video from Tuesday. I'll have that linked top right corner at the end of this video. We also have the Lotus Eater sidearm, which is excellent even in its non-adept form. So if you can get the right roll, I believe destabilizing repulsor is still the best roll, and I think you can still get that on the normal version. Just still worth farming out. Next week we'll be getting the Sunless Cell strike, I believe, as the Nightfall and GM Nightfall. That's the new strike returning from D1. So be on the lookout for some tutorial videos, maybe a few glitch guides. I'll try to have something up on Tuesday. Really looking forward to that strike returning, actually, because it was one of my favorites in D1. And just an interesting boss encounter. I know it's not going to be quite the same, but hopefully a few of the methods that we had in D1 will still work. This week's featured weapon is XUR'S Wrath, the Adept version available. This is the very good submachine gun for, I think, PvP focused, though I have seen some really good rolls for PvE as well. So I think it's going to be a busy weekend in Trials. The Trials map for this week is the new map, I believe, which is called Dysfunction. So I haven't actually, or I don't know if I've played this map myself, but it's also a Guardian Games sort of weekend in Trials, and we have it's sort of class-based matchmaking, so you will have a team with at least one Titan and one Hunter and one Warlock. So good luck. This might mix it up a little bit. Hopefully it evens out the playing field and you can get yourself your role for this week's featured Adept. There's also some other really good weapons, of course, available from Trials. Lastly, over in the Cosmodrome, we have our featured dungeon, or one of our featured dungeons this week, Grasp of Avarice. You can farm this out for Artifice Armor as well. Over in the EDZ, we have our other featured dungeon, the Warlord's Ruin. Over in SAVATHUN'S Throne World, we have our new dungeon available for farming. And if you don't see this icon, it's because there is a visual glitch sometimes that doesn't allow you to actually see that this is farmable, but it is. So you can farm this out for the new Exoitc. And unfortunately, the final boss glitch where you were able to close the final boss in the door has been patched, I believe. So unfortunate there. That was a really fun one. I really enjoyed farming using that method. Remember, next week is also the launch of Act 3. So anything you had to finish up for Act 2, make sure you do it as soon as possible. The last little bit of information that I wanted to share was just regarding a glitch for medals. If you are looking to farm out any easy Guardian Games medals, make sure that you have the contender card for Crucible matches. You could head over to the Crucible. I'm sure a lot of people could do this in Trials of Osiris if you're planning on playing that this weekend, but if you don't feel like playing actually any Crucible on its own, you can go to private matches, go to game options, go to game type, and put on collision. Change the map time to 5 minutes and the score limit to 5. Start it up, capture a zone. Once you capture the zone, you will win. You will get a bronze medal for winning. Once you get enough of those, you'll get a gold medal. And then after every single time where you get the bronze medal, which is the end of the match, simply go to orbit. That will save all your presets on your game options versus letting the game actually end. Just go to orbit as soon as you get the medal, and then you can relaunch and do it again. A little bit of an easy farm there. But that's going to conclude all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As I said before, you can also follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description box down below. Any of those things will also give you an entry into the next giveaway. On this channel, we do one every 1,000 subscribers. You can also leave a hashtag XUR, or a hashtag Trials of Osiris, or a hashtag Heresy, or a hashtag The Final Shape in the comments section down below, or of course a hashtag Sinister. Also give you another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend, and as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you next time